Alright. I suppose I will decorate these smaller rooms before I go to the larger ones. Give me a little bit more time to think about what I want. Alright, now this room is going to be a little bit less decorated because the person that lives in this room, the dwarf, I believe that name is, the dwarf here is more, to the point with how they want to present themselves. And they're not too keen on their appearance, so of course, the room's going to be a little on the dirtier side. Well, not that they're complete slobs, but, they're not in a hurry to be Mr. Clean, you know what I mean? A little bit dirt here. Oh, sorry, I should mute my mic when I clear my throat like that. Apologies. Okay, so table. Right here. This person also likes to drink, as, is custom for dwarves in any series, apparently. Any fantasy series, that is. Busted wine bottle here. As I said, they're not very organized, so it makes sense they have their stuff on full display. Apparently my connection is unstable. Keyframe interval too high. Alright, am I downloading anything on Steam? I am not. I'll edit that later. If it starts dropping frames like super bad, then I will worry about it then, but for now I'm just going to proceed. Alright, well, I guess this room's done. Alright, now Shurga is an orc, one of VEC's less civilized orcs, because as I said before, orcs and VECs, a lot of them aren't the bloodthirsty stereotypes, some of them are. Shurga is on the more minor side of that, but she is still, well, that nonetheless. How do I want her room to look? Alright. So I will put the bed here. And much like Mr. Roloff here, Shurga, that is, likes showing off her tools of the trade, as they were. Bit less in the way of a decorative mindset, though. Alright, so... Well... forget it. It's really not that big of a deal. I don't know why I'm making it as such. I close there. Sundry's here. No hanging clothes on these dressers. The expected table and chair for when homeboys and faction want to talk to her. Ooh, that's a good way to... Well, no, because if she's the stereotypical orc, then she wouldn't care about, reading a book, would she? See, I like how I made the orcs the way I did, and I still can't figure it out. It's my own damn video game. Honey. Sorry. I won't include a book for now. I change my mind later. We'll use round chairs. I kind of keep them all pushed off to the side because she's not using them at the moment. Alright, Zophar is... He's from Idun, the continent of Idun, which compared to the province of Verzoza, where this game takes place on, you know, they're a lot more willing to kind of flourish their wealth. So this room will reflect that. You know, so much like Roloff, he's on the more decorative side, but you know, considering what I just said, he's also on the fancy decorative side. That makes sense. I think this rug would be better. Yeah, that'll work just fine. Of course, he's got his fancy ass bed. I need to stop sleeping on the couch. Past 2 days, my head's been kind of flashing, I guess, briefly. Like, it doesn't hurt or anything, but it's a little bit distracting. Ooh, actually, that could be a fancy table for him, and I can make the rest of the tables regular. Yeah, we'll do that. I like that idea. See, you're problem solvers. This is light work. You know, I sorted one easy problem out. Clearly, the rest is gonna be this easy, right? Okay, so yeah, I'll put the chairs to the side because again, they're not being used. I'll have one right here and the other right here. All right. Actually, you know what? I have an idea. I will make this a smaller table here. As for that little spot there, this will be a rack of dummy weapons. Yeah, there we go. Of course, the bottom of the... what's that called? The pommel? I believe the bottom of the pommel might be hard to see because it kind of is a similar shade of yellow to the gills of that banner. Those aren't gills. Bottom of the banner, I'll just say. How about I... see if I use that, that'll be more difficult to see. So how about I just use a different shape banner? That should solve the problem, right? This music sounds like something you hear when you're, you know, driving through a highway on winter, or in the winter, and it's, you know, light snowstorm outside. I don't know why you'd be driving in a light snowstorm, but I'm sure you have a good reason to do it. Okay, so I'm getting distracted here. Apologies. That could kind of be made out a little bit easier compared to the original version. Okay, alright, well, that is fine, I guess. So, now it's time for Orlando's room. No rug. But she is a connoisseur of wine, as well as, you know, a bit of a... I don't say book nut, bit book smart. So... closed wine shelf here. Open bookshelf here. You get some little... she tosses and turns a lot when she sleeps, so that bed will be messy for that reason. You know, table with an open book on it, of course, because, again, book nut, or Booksmart, rather. Actually, Booksmart wouldn't be appropriate either. I'd say Lost in a Book. She just enjoys a good book. How do I say that? Oh, goodness. Excuse me. Okay, so the book I want to have open on this table is a book from her childhood, so it's, you know, a little on the older side. I don't think that's the right direction for that. No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Well, it's kind of hard to tell, like, or whatever. I guess it really doesn't matter ultimately, because it's not like you can see what's on the book just by looking at it, right? Just kind of some scribbles. Yeah, it's fine. You know, of course, you'll be able to interact with books in game and read them, but from just by glancing at them, you won't be able to read the text. So, yeah, it's really not important what direction the books face. You know, as long as it's from a left and right perspective, not a left and top, because there is, you know, of course, a right way for a book to be placed in that point, depending on the design of the room. I'm rambling, sorry. Okay, so Jocelyn tends to shy away from talking to the others, but they acknowledge that she's a decent fighter, so there will be only one chair here. I'll leave that table as is, because as you just seen, if I do that, then it kind of looks like it's hanging off the side. Okay, actually, how about... Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually. Can I fit that on this table, though? Should I use another one? Oh, by the way, once I finish designing these rooms, I am probably going to call it... Actually, no, I'll make a few more edits, then I'll call it, and I'll see about uploading this to YouTube's. Like I said earlier, I did not hit record with OBS when I started streaming, so I don't know if I'm able to, like, download the VOD and put it on the YouTubes, if it's the same format. I could not tell you what format I'm using right now, but probably FLV? No, it's not FLV. I'll figure it out on my own time. Oh yeah, I forgot to add clocks to some of these rooms too. I'll go back and do that in a minute. Lower part of her room's looking kind of bare, so what can I add to it to make it less so, if I even need to do that to begin with? Actually, I know what I can do. I guess put a couple wines she wants to try out and not have to dig around for on the tables up there. I ain't see a problem with it. Why not? Oh, I know why. Duh, because I didn't pull the table through the tile set menu thing. All confuzzled. Yep, there we go. Tile set menu thing. Tile set tab, idiot. Right. You know, if this little edge and legs weren't here, it's alright, we'll work with it. That'll work, I guess. Just same situation with the wine. She doesn't want to dig around for the books, so she put them on the table, you know, above her bed. Bed frame, rather. Bed and bed frame. Okay, so add a clock to here, here, here. I guess I can remove that second tapestry. The rightmost one and put a clock in its place. Clock with an L, sorry. I know it sounded a little bit too close to something else. Okay. Yeah, that looks fine. Now what do I want for Adre Vatra's room? She enjoys a good view. So she's got some paintings hanging in her room, I suppose. Actually. What was that called, though? I'm gonna have to dig through all this shit. Bear with me. Actually, I modified that, so I probably should not be... I should double check to make sure I was allowed to do that before I start messing with it. Again, because of terms of use for people's custom stuff. I'll just use the default paints now. It's not a huge deal. Sorry, neck's a little stiff. I was standing for a little bit while I was, you know, rambling there. Standing and looking down at the old monitor. Okay, so paintings. Ajre Fatre is another individual who, well, not as much as some of the other Unit of the Armed members, she also likes to kind of show off her weapons as trophies. Well, you know what I mean. Kind of better in my head. Apologies. Not just weapons, armor. Yeah, because no one else shows off their armor in here, so I figured, you know, make it a little bit different variety-wise. And a small room, because why not? I feel like the room isn't quite complete without it. As for the clock, I'll put one right there. At the expected spot. she's also a bit of, you know, she doesn't mind getting lost in a good book, though not as much as Orlan does, so I only have one book here. That, again, she's had for her childhood, so it's going to be a little, you know, old looking. I probably shouldn't put it on her weapon table, though. That doesn't seem like a, you know, it doesn't make sense, to me at least. I have an odd spot for it. Electronic Gem's tearing up the song choices today. Playlist, that is. Alright, well, there is one more room I want to do, but, well, two, actually. One's small, one's large, so I'll actually do the small room here. And I do mean small, like 5 by 5, if even that large. And the larger one I'll do off stream. Okay. So how'd I name this room? Airway. First off, how about we call it Chap Edge Room. There's. Just go ahead and fix that. So what would the leader of a... What would the term for someone who's in charge of a specific province's, that province's chapter, you know, the arms be called? I did not figure that out, and I don't know why you would all know, because I don't know. I'll just, you know, add a placeholder name, I guess, for it. Who knows? It might be the actual name for that rank later on. Sorry, music stopped again. I thought it was a glitch when it did that, but apparently if I save the video to a playlist and don't close the menu, it won't automatically go to the next one, regardless of whether I have it on loop, shuffle. Okay. Who knows? It still might be a glitch, but whatever. That's how I'd rationalize it. Right. I'll just call them Chapter Night, I guess, for now. Again, this placeholder might become the real name. Or the real title, rather. How large was this? Yeah, 5 by 5. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bum-bum. Now, do I want this to be on top or bottom? Top or bottom? How about I just leave it on top? Alright, cool. Alright, before I get off here, you know, tidy up a few other rooms. That glitched when I moved all the tiles that down earlier. Actually... Oh, no, that's right. I thought that looked That looked off to me, so I want to double check to make sure it wasn't actually off or if I was just imagining it. At 12, at 12, 12, 12. Just double checking everything real quick. This has not crashed on me while I made levels yet, but I definitely need to get into the habit of saving more often, because I would not be thrilled if I say I got done designing a level that was tough for me to figure out, and, you know, that was a wrap for the application because it crashed. Lord knows I wouldn't exactly remember where everything was. And by the way, here's Castle Valdensus. You know, as I said, the interior on it, I haven't even started on it yet. I just, you know, made one, and that's it. I don't know how many ruins this castle is going to have, but I'll work on that later on the month. Still need to do this too, actually. Completely slipped my mind. I don't even know if I'll be able to get to the castle this month in that case. Yeah, storage room I need to do. Do that later today. It's a storage room, so I'm sure it won't take long at all for me to do. There was one more thing I want to do before I sign off. What was it? One more thing I need to check. Can't remember. Oh, right. How... Right. You know, basically making sure they're nested appropriately in the level list here. Okay, so... Yeah. Oh, well. I'll fix it later. It won't take long. So, well, that's it for now. Thanks for showing up, and I'll have one next month, development stream that is. I'm going to try and get a second one going. You know, maybe one during the start, one during the end. There'll always be one at or close to the end of the month, so that part will be consistent at least. Yeah, so I guess like I said, I'll see if I can upload this on the YouTubes. If I can't, sorry, I will definitely make sure the next one and all beyond that are put on the YouTube channel. See you all later. Thanks for tuning in once more. Goodbye.